Good morning, YouTube world. Welcome in the kitchen with Tally Faye. It's a beautiful Saturday morning out here. It's hot already, but here we are, right? I'm in here working today. I'm excited. I got 4 recipes I'm working on today, y'all. And now that I got my Wi-Fi, I can upload my videos here at home instead of having to go to the kids' house. I'm all excited about that too. But I am working on, I've got a buttermilk pie going in the oven. I just did that video, okay? I've done that video before, but I did that one for a special reason. So anyway, I went ahead and videoed it again just to show y'all. And in case you missed the ones way back down in there where I did them before. But I've been having fun going into some of my recipes that, y'all, I used to help elderly people a lot. I love elderly people, y'all. I was born in the wrong generation. I just have so much fun with elderly folks. It just, I don't know. I've never been able to explain it, but they got my heart, right? And I love to talk to them and hear their past and stories from back then and everything, you know. And one of my favorite things is, with my ladies, is recipes, right? So this lady was a special person in my heart, Miss Trudy, and she used to do this. I'd go over and help her out and stuff, and this was her homemade spaghetti sauce, okay? And it makes a big batch, and you make it up for the freezer, okay? So, and I remember her grandkids coming in all excited when she would be making her spaghetti sauce. Her grandkids loved this, and I would bring some home. She'd send me home with some of it, and my kids loved it. So I want y'all to try this out. You know, there's a lot of spaghetti sauce recipes out there, right? But this one's special to me, and we're going to make up a big pot of it. And you working mamas, this is so worthy of you making and putting in your freezer and having ready. You come home, all you got to do, well, before you leave for work, get you a pack of that sauce out of the freezer and let it be thawing while you're at work that day. You come home, you make you some spaghetti noodles and some garlic toast or whatever, and a salad, and you got a meal. So y'all get your pencils. There's a lot of ingredients in this because it is made from scratch, okay? Miss Trudy's special spaghetti sauce. Here we go, y'all. All right, you're going to look at all the, well, I don't think you can. Look at all the stuff I've got over here to go in it. Oh my goodness. So the first thing we're going to do is we have to saute us some onions, y'all. I've got 4 tablespoons of oil in this little cup. So we're going to put us 4 tablespoons in there. And I have, in my handy chopper thingamajiggy that I love so much, I chopped up 2 onions. 2 medium onions, okay? So we're going to saute these onions just a little bit till they get clear in there, right? They don't have to be a lot because we're going to add our meat in a minute. But let's get our onions cooking in here a minute. Y'all, this is so fun to me. I've been excited I couldn't hardly sleep last night knowing I was going to do this video with y'all today. I love doing the old time stuff so much. It makes me happy. So, let me see. I don't know if I can get it any closer in there because the pot's going to be tall, right? But we're going to get our onions sauteing in here. Stir them around in that oil. And we're going to get them just till they clear up just a little bit, okay? That's all we're going to do. When I get them clear, we'll come back and add our meat. Okay, now they're starting to get clear in there. They're clearing up, and that's really all we want, right? We just want them to kind of clear up a little bit. We ain't trying to brown them or nothing like that. So there's our onions, right? Now, the next thing I have, y'all, is 3 pounds. 3 pounds of hamburger meat. We're going to just put that in. Right in there with our onions. And we're going to start cooking this. And what she says in her recipe is that she just wants you just to cook it until the red goes out of it, till the color changes good. She don't want you browning it, getting it all crumbly brown, in other words. So Cook it good and let the color change, you know, in it and stuff. That you know it's done. But just don't be trying to brown it all up like you would like for taco meat or something like that, right? So we're going to let this cook, and I'm sure this is going to take a little bit. That's 3 pounds of hamburger meat in this pot trying to cook down, right? So, and another thing is, just in case, I just wanted to say this, you know, you might have, your hamburger meat might be fatty, so after this hamburger meat cooks down a little bit, you know, you want to leave some of your fat in there and stuff, but if it's too much fat, if you think it's too much fat in there, just tip your pot sideways kind of like that and get you a ladle or a big spoon or something, reach down in a little bowl and just reach down in there and get it and just dip it out until you get the majority of that fat out of there. But you want that, you know, you want some in there. That's going to give it flavor, right? So let's get our hamburger meat going, and we'll work on that, and I'll be back on that. Okie dokie. So now our hamburger meat has, see, it's changed in color. It's no longer red. And that's all she wanted you to do, right? See? It's just like that. So there's our hamburger meat and our onions. Done. I had to dip a little bit of the grease off mine. Some more cooked out of there than I really wanted. So I got some of the grease off of it. Not a lot, but just enough to satisfy me, what I thought. And make sure you got it all broke up nicely, right? Sometimes, mine's already broke up good, but sometimes I'll get me one of these whisk and just go down through there and beat it up like that, and that helps break it down easy. That's my favorite way to do it if I have to do that. But we have our meat and our onions ready, y'all. So now it's time to start adding all the goodies, because everything else is going to go in here now. And she don't have this stuff in any particular order wrote down, so, you know, it's not like, anyway, that's kind of confusing a little bit, but we'll just roll with it the way she's got it on here. The first thing we need is 6 tablespoons of parsley flakes, okay? 6 tablespoons. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, there's our parsley flakes. Now, the next thing she has is 2 16-ounce cans of whole tomatoes, y'all. Okay? Of the whole tomatoes. Alright, and she says 16 ounce, this is 14.5. I know that's what we're going for. But she wants you to take them and like pour the juice out of them like this, right? And then, and y'all know I'm going to use my scissors. You just take them and just chop them up. Kind of irregular cuts, right? She said do not use, I remember her saying that, do not try to cheat and use the petite cut ones that are already cut in the can. She said they just don't break down, they don't cook down right. So take the time to get you a couple cans of the whole tomatoes, and then just stand here and just chop them up in there, right? That's easy enough. Let me get this other one here. Okay, there's my tomatoes cut up in there, right? Stir them into it. And my fire is down on low now, y'all. Once I got my hamburger meat and onions done, I just turn my fire down, because this is going to cook for a long time. This is made with love, y'all. You make spaghetti sauce. Homemade spaghetti sauce is made with love, right? That's what you're doing here. And that's what makes you so proud when you see your family eating it too and enjoying it. That's already looking good. Alright, here we go. We got our canned tomatoes chopped up in there. Now I need a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm certain that we're going to have to add more salt in here, but we're going to do that after it's cooking and we're tasting of it, right? So, but we're going to do 1 teaspoon of salt. There it is. Okay. Next is 2 small cans of tomato sauce. 2 of the little small cans of the tomato sauce going in. There we are with that. Okay, stir that in a little bit. Alright, now we got our sauce in there, there's tomato sauce in there. We need, she says, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, we're going to get us 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. There we go. Put it in. Alright, now we need 2½ cups, y'all. 2½ cups of water. We're going in with that. Okay, the next thing is we have a 1/2 teaspoon, and she calls for garlic salt, y'all. Well, I don't have that. I just have garlic powder. So we're just going to go with the garlic powder. I don't even buy garlic salt anymore. So we're going to put the garlic salt in there, 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. The next thing is 12 ounces, y'all, of tomato paste. This is our last addition of tomato stuff, but it's 12 ounces of the tomato paste going in there, okay? That's going to give it all that rich color. That's going to give it texture and kind of a sweetness, too. You know, tomato paste is sweeter than like sauce and whole tomatoes and stuff. But anyway, a 12-ounce can of that. Get every bit of that out of there. Okay, there it is. Now we're going to stir that up in there. Stir it around. And we have just a few, what do we got left here? We got to do our thyme, sage, and bay leaves, and that's it, y'all. That's what we're going to put in there. And from that point on, it's going to just sit here and cook for a few hours. So our thyme, we need 1/2 teaspoon of your dried thyme. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. Y'all know these seasonings are scary to me because y'all know how I am about the sage thing and all that, but I'm going to do it. We're going to follow her recipe. And make Miss Trudy proud. There we go. 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme. Okay. And it calls for a teaspoon of sage, y'all. Boy, howdy. That's scary to me. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. There we go. Teaspoon of a sage. And now 8 bay leaves going in. There we are. That is the ingredients to Miss Trudy's spaghetti sauce. So we're going to stir this in, y'all. We're going to put the lid on it. And we're just going to let it simmer for at least 2 hours. Or until it gets to the thickness that we're going to want. So we're going to just let it cook. Look at that. Can y'all see how pretty that's looking? I know it's smelling good. This smells real good. We're gonna do it. All right, y'all, we're gonna let that simmer and we'll be back. I'll come back through and we'll peek at it every now and then and give it a stir and check it out. All right, y'all, I wanted to show you, this is about halfway through. Look how it's getting a great color to it. Does that not look delicious, y'all? I wish you could smell it. It smells wonderful. So what I did was I tasted of it because I knew that I was going to want more salt in here. So that's up to you, right? That salt is a preference. So all I did was sprinkle me some more salt in there. But other than that, I'm going to leave it alone because I think if you want to add, you know, like when you put it on top of your spaghetti and you add your Parmesan cheese and stuff or whatever, that's just going to bring everything together. But the sauce itself is just, it's perfectly basic Italian-y flavor, y'all. And the texture is just, I love how the texture is getting thicker and thicker, right? Isn't it looking pretty? It tastes delicious, y'all. I'm very pleased with it. So we're going to let it cook for another hour. Just sit here and it's just bubbling real slow. I've been stirring it around so it stopped, but it'll just be sitting here bubbling. We're going to keep letting it cook. All right, y'all. We about to finish this spaghetti sauce recipe up. I let it cool. I've still got it in the big old pot here. Y'all look how beautiful that is. Isn't that pretty? And it is delicious. Buzz and I tasted of it, and it's just great, y'all. We love it. I think you'll like it. It's not overbearing in any way, but yet it's very flavorful. So it very much reminds me of Miss Trudy's cooking. I hope I did you proud today, Miss Trudy. I sure miss and love you. What I've got here, y'all, these are the neatest things I'm gonna try. I've never used them, but my daughter-in-law got these little stands that holds your bag open for you. Isn't that neat? You can get anything on Amazon. I swanny, ain't it? But anyway, and it's got a little rubber bottom on it to keep it from slipping, but that's what we're gonna do. I've got 4 of them, and I have quart bags. This is just the way I'm doing it. You can do it however you want, but I'm gonna start off with putting 2 cups in each one. We may want 3, I'm not sure. I want to look at it and see how much that looks like right when we do it. But I've got me a big 2-cupper here. I hope I can, I don't know. I don't think I might, just to handle it better, I'm just going to use 1 cup at a time. There we go. Alright. Put 1 in there. And 2. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just put 2 cups in them, y'all. And that way, if I need more, because I'm going to show y'all, we're going to lay these out flat and freeze them. And when I do, if I want a little more than just the 2-cup ones, like say for me, if somebody's over with Buzz and I, then I can literally just break that bag in half of the sauce and get what I need from it if I want extra. But otherwise, this way, I don't have too much in there. So I'm going to do 2 cups each quart and freeze them flat like that. So we're just going to keep filling them up. And I'll show y'all how trying to keep from making a mess here. I got my pan sitting out underneath them. This makes a perfect batch, y'all. I'll have to wipe my bags off in a minute. Them little old stands are handy, Julie. I like those. That helps a lot when you're working by yourself. And they rise up and down, so you can do a gallon bag with them if you want to. They got different heights on them for you. Okay, there's 2 cups in each one. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way so y'all can see how it how it works like this, okay? Now I just take them out of that little slot, pull it down like that, get my rag, I'm gonna wipe the lip of my bag off. Okay, back it up here a little bit. Okay, I wipe my lip of my bag off, and I'm just gonna take them and press them out like that, just up to the top. Can y'all see? There we go. Just up to the top of it. Now I can seal it off. And there it is, y'all. Look, see? So I can lay them flat. I'm gonna lay them flat over here in this old pan here that I'm gonna, let me show you how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lay them in there just like that, y'all, and I'm gonna stack them. And then I can just set this pan in the freezer and freeze them flat like that. But y'all, that is how you do Miss Trudy's special spaghetti sauce. It was fun making it with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And it really isn't that hard. It's just one of those days where you feel like giving the love, making your food, because that's what this does. This is definitely made with love, y'all. And I hope y'all give it a try. Put you some up in your freezer for your family. And I think they'll love it. So far, everybody else has. So, give it a try, y'all. Feed them with love. And I love you guys, and I thank you for everything. And I'll see you next time in the kitchen with Tally Faye. Y'all, I changed my mind about the 2 cups in there. I just don't think 2 cups is enough. This is 3, and this is much better. I'd put 3 cups in there. So, if you do 3 cups per quart bag, which that makes plenty of spaghetti sauce. If you do 3 cups per quart bag, you get 4 quart bags out of this recipe. So it's the perfect size little recipe to put you up some extra spaghetti sauces and have in the freezer, and they don't go old on you because you don't have so many, right? But it's the perfect amount on that. But I just wanted to say that. I mean, you can put 2 cups in there if you want to. You can fill them up even more or whatever. But I think that 3 cups is the perfect measurement in these bags. I'm going to lay them flat and freeze them just like that. And then we'll be able to stack them in our freezer. And they won't take up no room. Anyway, there was just a footnote on that.